Looks like to me the veteran community has completely turned their back on the PM. I put a video out the other day about I've seen on the internet how veterans are speaking about possibly turning their backs when the PM lays his wreath at the cenotaph on the Remembrance Sunday. It's got a hell load of views, over 20,000 views with thousands of comments and a lot of likes. Some agreeing, some disagreeing, but the majority agreeing with it. I was actually shocked at how many people said that veterans should turn their back, or veterans saying they will be turning their back when the PM lays his wreath. It just looks like as a whole that the veterans have completely turned their back on this government, even though Labour got an overwhelming win when it comes to the election. It looks like the veteran community are not part of that, or they did vote and they have seriously changed their mind. They've done an about turn and they do not agree with the way he has gone about winter fuel payments and a load more. It's also caused a bit of controversy. There's a lot of, there is a few people saying no, the day is about the fallen, which is what I said in my video. I was really torn about it. I think we need to remember the fallen and all those that made the ultimate sacrifice, even, their families, husbands, wives, brothers, sisters, mum, dads, children. It's about remembering them, and even those who have obviously been injured throughout the wars that have sort of existed, that we've gone through over the last century and more. Like I said, I was 50-50. Maybe if everyone did an about turn all at the same time and then did an about turn and face the front once he had laid his wreath. But I did say I think it is about the fallen and they need to find another day to do it, and a few people did agree with that. But I was so shocked at how many people just said they will be turning their back, or that veterans and serving personnel should turn their back. Serving personnel are not going to do it. There is no way, if they are serving, they're going to do that, because they're going to get absolutely hounded and beasted afterwards, and it's not for them while you're serving to get involved in politics or show your views in politics, especially on such a big parade. But I was so shocked at how veterans really have had enough, and I don't know if it's true. Like I said, it's rumours on the internet saying that veterans are thinking about and looking and discussing to turn their back on Remembrance Sunday at the cenotaph. Whether it will happen, I do not know. I was just absolutely shocked at how many people said they would or will be. So possibly they might be, they might not. But I was absolutely shocked. You can go and check out the original video if you want to. It's over on my channel. But I'm still interested to hear what you've got to say. I think a lot more needs to be done. I think obviously the Conservatives, they didn't help. Labour have come in. I think there's just too much going on with veterans, homelessness, housing, finding jobs, and even those serving are not getting the correct treatment, are not being looked after. So I think within the serving personnel and the veteran community, there is a lot of pressure on the government to do something. As we know, the British Army have had a very good pay increase this year. They received one last year as well. So pay isn't or shouldn't really be an issue. It's a public sector. There's hundreds of thousands of people serving, so it is quite hard to get pay really up there when it comes to sort of managerial level. We know corporal sergeants, staff sergeant, colour sergeants, staff corporals, sergeant majors, corporal majors are not on the pay they would be if they were on civilian street for the amount of people they're managing, the equipment they're managing. It's never going to happen. So pay you've just got to accept if you're going to join. If you're looking to join the military, you are not joining for pay. Housing though, for serving personnel, I'm going to do a full video on this. Yes, there is improvements, but they're not being looked after. The company who look after housing do not do their job, but I'll do a full video on that. Food is absolutely dire. These guys are athletes, training day in, day out, doing long shifts, going on exercise, going on ops. Food needs to be better. You do get good health and dental care, so that is definitely a positive. Pension, we know a lot of people got screwed on the pension. That's never going to do an about turn. I wish they would, but the government could possibly look at doing something with that. And then it comes to the veterans. The veterans have served their country They signed an oath to the royal family and their country to protect them, foreign but also domestically. So they don't like to see the people that they've served for and served with be treated the way they have been treated. Secondly, the amount of veterans that are homeless and we're housing a whole load of other people, something needs to be done about that. You leave the military, I've said this so many times, to me it's just a job. You leave, okay? You were just a number. Once you leave, yeah, you've got the career transition partnership, might send you a few emails to check up on you to see how you're doing. Other than that, the military do not get in contact with you. You are forgotten about, and I think that is a massive issue. Some people do quite a bit of time in the military. They've done quite a few ops, especially over the last 25-30 years, okay, and it really does affect them mentally. Yes, you do get qualifications, but they don't really transition across all the time into civilian world unless you're going to go into contracting, sort of security work, go onto the circuit. It doesn't really transition across. So more needs to be done when they leave the military. Yes, we've got the HM Veterans card to hopefully help with that, but majority of people haven't received it. Like I said, to me, it was just a job. I joined the army, I left, I dealt with it, I've done everything myself, got myself to where I am. More needs to be done. No one checks up on you. No one sees how you're doing. When you sign off, they ask to see this plan that you're going to do. Let me see the plan. Are you prepared to sign off? What you're going to do? How are you going to survive? How are you going to make money? Once you leave, you're gone, you're forgotten about. And I think for people that serve the country, especially those that do multiple tours, possibly suffering mentally, more needs to be done there. More needs to be done in this country. But I was just so shocked, so shocked at how many people said in the video that they are going to turn their back, veterans should turn their back, or it isn't the day to turn their back, but veterans definitely need to march. They need to do something on another day because they are not happy with what is going on with the country, how pensioners are being treated, but secondly, how veterans are being treated. We know it's gone on long now. We know veterans aren't treated correctly. They constantly put in the news that they're trying to do things for them. We're going to do this, we're going to do that. Nothing ever gets done. We know there's thousands of veterans homeless on the streets. We know once you leave, you're forgotten about. So more needs to be done. You've got this new Afghanistan association. It's not going to do anything. There's associations for everything, as Trevor Colt said over on his YouTube channel. Go and check him out, Trevor Colt MC. He puts out some brilliant content. It's not going to do anything, but more needs to be done. And I'm just surprised at how many people actually supported turning their back. Like I said, I was very torn, but I don't think it's a day. I just don't think people turning their back right at the end of the march, when no one can actually really see, is going to do anything. So if you are upset, if you're not happy with how this country is being run, veterans, get together, find another way of marching, come up with something else. If you don't agree with what he's doing, I just don't think Remembrance Sunday is most probably the best day for it. If everyone does do it though, I'm not going to be annoyed. If you want to show your support for pensioners, veterans and the people of this country like you did when you were serving, then that's completely down to you. But I was absolutely shocked at how many people said that serving personnel, veterans should, or whether they're going to. So thanks for watching. If you want to become a channel member, you can join and support the channel through the join button just right next to Combat Ready HQ. You can come and join our free community Discord. Thank you for all your support. If you could please like, share and subscribe, I would hugely appreciate it. Thanks for watching and I'll see you soon.